hard times, pulling yourself out can be very, very difficult in this world sometimes, especially if you're a mother and a single mother. And our next guest is here today to share how she has worked to help other women succeed and turning their lives around. Please welcome Dr. Cynthia D. Mickens. Welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, y'all, I just love and adore this woman because you saw something in me a long time ago when I was terrified to get up and speak, and you invited me to speak at your Pathway or your Family Purpose Conference, right? Mm-hmm. And from then on, I mean, God has just done amazing things, so I thank you for that and treasure you for that today.
Oh,
yes, really.
Well, thank you. It was truly a pleasure, and you did an awesome job, and I'm just excited that it propelled you into this greatness that you're in today.
Greatness, you hear that, Lisa?
Yes,
thank you.
Because we all have the greatness. It's just discovering this.
Right.
And so I am just excited today to be able to share about Pathway to Purpose.
Right.
Pathway to Purpose is something that started over 11 years ago. And it started with a 12-week course called Discover Your Created Purpose. And then from there, we thought, well, once you discover it, what do you do? And so we started phase 2, which is my life strategic plan.
Right.
How do I get from where I am to where I've discovered I'm supposed to be?
Because I think so many women, they know there's something in them that they're supposed to do. We all know that we've been born to do something, right? That's why we were created.
Yes.
But trying to figure out what it is, and then you're right. What do I do to get to that place?
Right. So knowing it is just a part of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
but then
not doing it. So we help them to create a plan to get from where they are to where they've discovered they're supposed to be.
Right.
And because 38% of our graduates went on to start their own business, we now do phase 3, which is practical tools to starting your business. And so we're excited about that. Well, in 2008, we were honored to purchase 2 houses, a multi-purpose building, a historical church, and almost 5 acres of land. So today, Pat, we have 2 houses that are ready. We have everything in there: stove, refrigerator, washer, dryer, internet, computers. And the only thing that we lack is the funding to bring these wonderful women in with their children.
So
these houses.
Let's talk about that, because in Dallas alone, right, 5,700 single moms who lack sufficient funds to take care of themselves and their children. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And so these homes would be resources for them to come and live until they can get back on their feet.
Absolutely. Okay. Today, we have in Dallas just hundreds of women, if not thousands of women, who are either living on the streets with their children. Can you imagine having to go to a McDonald's in the morning to dress your kid for school? You're hiding because you're ashamed. But you know what? It isn't because you've done anything wrong. Life just gives us certain circumstances.
Absolutely.
And so what we want to say is, come on in. Let us love you. You haven't done anything wrong. Because I have been in a situation myself.
I was going to say, because there was a reason why you created this.
I'm passionate about this.
Absolutely.
Right. Because you know what? I knew I was a Pan Am flight attendant, and one day I woke up and I didn't have a job. And it was a while before I got another job. And I always tell people that if I had died, I wouldn't have had any money to bury myself. My family would have been left struggling with that situation. So there are just times in our lives where things happen.
That's right. I call it being stuck.
And
You're just stuck for a moment.
And I'm my sister's keeper.
Yes.
I want to be a safe place where women can come with their children. And we're different than a shelter.
Right, because you
we
can
are housing.
stay, right?
You can stay as long as you're following your life plan. As long as you're doing the things to build the infrastructure in your life to be successful, you can stay.
So nobody's going to come to you and say in 30 days, okay, you got to leave. Because we have to make room for other women. You get to stay there as long as you're committed to the program.
That's right. As long as you're committed to following the plan to your success, you can stay.
So let me ask you this. How can we help?
Well, I tell you, Pat, I'm so glad you asked that question.
I know, like, how can we help these
And it's
women?
something I always think about, is women helping other women.
Right.
And I just believe that today there are some women out there that are watching this show that want to be a part of this movement, that want to be a part of transforming the lives of women and their children. So we need funds to cover the living expenses for these women and their children.
So tell us about the program. You mentioned that per month you could pay a certain dollar amount to secure housing for a family.
Exactly. It takes $1,500 a month for 2 families.
Okay.
That's one mother with up to 2 children.
Okay.
And we can put 2 of them in one house, and they will share the living areas, but they will have their independent living in their bedrooms.
So it's $1,500 for a month?
Yes, again.
For a year?
$1,500 a month for a year.
Okay. Count Treasure you in. We'll take one of those, okay?
Oh.
Count us in. We'll take one of those for you.
Oh, thank you.
And for other sisters out there.
Thank you.
And I want everybody else out there to consider doing the same. And if you can't do $1,500, get something, right?
They can go online at pathwaytopurpose.org, and they can make a donation online, or they can call us at 888-419-0957, and we'll be happy to show them how they can help.
What a blessing you are. What a blessing. Blessing. Okay, so for more details on Pathway to Purpose, just head to dthebroadcast.tv and click on today's links, just in case you didn't get what Dr. Mickens was telling you before. And next, we're sitting down with the Girl Scouts of Northeast Texas to find out how they're honoring some incredible women in Dallas. Stay with us. Get it in?
Thank you.
How did it go?